I know there's a black lady by the name of Pat something.
Pat McGrath.
Yes.
Yeah.
She is somebody that you can look up to and be like,
100%.
I want to be like that, or I want to do more than she's done. So that's those kind of are the kind of people.
Definitely.
That did you have anyone in Germany when you were starting?
In Germany?
Or do you have anyone in Germany that you can?
Not in Germany, I have to say. If anything, I'm trying. I don't know if you know. Her name is Danessa Myricks. She's also a black makeup artist from New York. Actually, I got to know her work specifically in Germany because she happened to do a workshop in Berlin back in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. And I was just like, let me just give it a try, because it's a black makeup artist. I don't really know what she was about. And it was so inspiring to see the way she goes about everything. Her approach to makeup was something so refreshing. And that alone has been something that I've been trying my best to emulate in my work, wherever I'm going. And just her story, just the resilience, the kindness that she, till this day, she's now a huge brand. It was so hard to find her products in Germany. Even there's I think one or two specific stores, online stores in Germany, that offer her products. And everywhere I go, I'm like, you need to get this artist, you need to get her products, because it's just literally like, just put the word out there. And with Pat McGrath, it's the same thing. She's had such an influence in the industry on an international scale. And to see now that her products are being sold in Douglas and all of that, it's beautiful to see. I mean, don't get me started on Fenty Beauty, because it's not like you didn't have other brands that were, let's say, not offering an option, but it was the fact that Fenty Beauty put it out there as in, I'm celebrating this. And from that point on, you saw the change happening in the industry. And if you think of everything is correlated. The Black Lives Matter movement, even in Germany, the same way that it was everywhere in the world, people going out into the streets and making sure that their voice is heard and that they expose these issues. Because racism is indeed a fact. And anyone that is denying that, then is completely oblivious to what's going on in the world. And even that influenced the beauty industry, even that influenced the fashion industry, because those CEOs maybe had to go ahead and maybe think about their hiring diversity practices, or whatever the case may be. And that's why it's important for us to always kind of like just stay up to date. And that means for everybody.
It's a good way to see things. And I'm hoping that they can get the Black German. I kind of consider myself an honorary Black German now, because I've been here for a few years.
For a while, yeah.
But what I would say is, and from having conversations with, like I said, I started meeting people who are really doing well in their industries, like doctors and lawyers and politicians. And the general consensus, because a lot of them, I asked them to be on my podcast, and a lot of them are like, I don't want to do that, because they don't want to put themselves out there. And I'm beginning to think that maybe we, the foreigners, might have to do that. So my hope for you is your trajectory be as loud as your trajectory as we possibly can.
Working on it.
Because there's young girls out there who are looking for a Pat McGrath to look up to. You could be that person to fill those shoes.
I hope so.
Do you know what I mean? So I'm thinking that, and I know that there are some Germans, Black Germans out there that are doing that, putting themselves out there. But on the most part, a lot of them feel like it's a German thing where you just have to be very low-key about what you're doing.
It's just the not being afraid of, I mean, you've worked so hard to even be where you are. Why can't you celebrate that?
Absolutely.
Why can't you be proud of that loudly, right? Because, I mean, if you're out here exposing your work and making sure that people appreciate your art, why can't you speak on it? And for one, if you can even do that, making sure that you influence other areas and that you can help other people just progress, even if it has to do with their own self-esteem, about being proud of what they do. And I think that's definitely very important, and it takes a level of courage. I'm not gonna lie.
It is.
And courage also comes with vulnerability.
Yeah.
And I think vulnerability is something that in general a lot of people struggle with. So when you're able to get to understand that those two are correlated, you'll be good.
because I feel like it's playing a part in what I think is a brain drain from Germany. A lot of Black Germans move to the UK, to the US to actually become what they've dreamt of becoming. But that's because they see examples in the US and examples in the UK. They don't see examples in Germany. So I think it's always advised my friends who are doing really good things, like, be loud about it, because if not for yourself, for your kids and for the younger people coming.
Definitely.
So I truly believe that.